in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Lived in Yokosuka, Japan for about 3.5 years. Most of my childhood and adolescence was in Bunker Hill, Indiana, Peru, Indiana, Kokomo, Indiana, kind of those parts. And then I ended up back in Jacksonville and I discovered Wilmington, and now Wilmington is what I call home.
Well, I never was an Indiana boy, but I lived there just the same. Growing up in the small town of Kokomo. It's where I got wild and ran amok. I found my faith, I lost true love. All that seems like it was yesterday. All the people there that loved me most, they knew my heart, they gave me hope. I pray that for me, they'd say the same. Now I'm here in a whole new world with a different point of view. I won't forget where these songs come from and where they'll take me to. I've spent my life chasing my own dreams, and I've been asking why. What does all it mean? As I reminisce on the things I've done, I know that in my heart, Indiana's where I'm from. When the weekend came, we'd all bag up, we'd find a place to try our luck, at a party, at a bar, or at a show. And every Sunday afternoon, our whole town would be painted blue, cheering for the boys and praying too. But when Monday came, it was time to grind, with our eyes on Christmas time, providing for me hers and ours and mine. No, I won't forget how those winters feel and those gravel country roads. Here's to all the Hoosiers out there that proudly call it home. I've spent my life chasing my own dreams, and I've been asking why. What does all it mean? As I reminisce on the things I've done, I know that in my heart, Indiana's where I'm from. Where you from? 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 I said I spent my life chasing my own dreams, and I've been asking why. What does all it mean? As I reminisce on the things I've done, I know that in my heart, Indiana's where I'm from. I said I spent my life chasing my own dreams, and I've been asking why. What does all it mean? As I reminisce on the things I've done, I know that in my heart, Indiana's where I'm from. Where you from? 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 I said I never was an Indiana boy, but I lived there just the same. Growing up in a small town of Kokomo.
Thanks, y'all. Thank you for hanging out with us. Once again, my name is Jared Michael Cline. This is the band The Evolution. That song is a pretty old song. I wrote it a long time ago, and actually one of the first times I played it was actually in this very room years ago. And if you don't believe me, there's a video on YouTube of me doing it. I'm wearing a pink shirt and I have a mohawk. And that is not a joke.
That's not the same guy.
If you couldn't tell by that song, the song's about Indiana, small town I grew up in. I actually grew up in Bunker Hill, but Kokomo is more known than Bunker Hill is. And I've been living here in North Carolina since 2009. I've been living here in Wilmington since about 2011. I love it here. Love the music. Love the support. Once again, thank you guys for coming out. This next song is called This Misconception.
My particular upbringing, my mom loved music. Like, I heard music all the time. Like, I always heard people singing. Like, I grew up in a church. Like, it's just, music was everywhere. It was always happening, and only gospel music. Like, I didn't really hear anything else. The only time I heard anything other than gospel music was when I'd be hanging out with my uncle, and my uncle be bumping like 69 Boys or something like that. But there was always music, there was always melody, there was always sound, there was always singing. You know, they didn't go by where you didn't hear a melody or something like that. Like, so music's just like a part of where I come from. Like I never got into it, it was just always there.
You were immature and impression of her. So here's my final cry. I'm ready to move on. All the memories I forget are the memories I resent. Why can't the people that I hate be the people that I love? And at times it's pretty hard to be alone all by yourself. This misconception has got us all so full. If you had a heart, you'd see the pain you caused. How you tore my world apart. You tore my world apart. And I can't decide if I want to keep my life. 'Cause the innocence you stole empties out my soul. So let this here be known. I declare your heart disease. I approve your mind disease. All the memories I forget are the memories I resent. Why can't the people that I love be the people that I love? And at times it's pretty hard to be alone all by yourself. This misconception has got us all so full.
I enjoy entertaining. I do enjoy it. But I also enjoy that I'm being respected as an entertainer. Whereas I'm not just here for your pleasure. Like, I'm here actually doing something, you know, making a difference in some sort of way, you know. Like, I don't really want to play music to people that just want to be entertained. Like, I want to play music to people that, you know, they need a lift in their spirits, or they need to hear a song about something they just went through because they've been dealing with something for so long or whatever. Like, I want it to be an experience where people can really connect with it and find value rather than satisfaction.
It's got us all so full. All the memories I forget are the memories I resent. Why can't the people that I love be the people that I love? And at times it's pretty hard to be alone all by yourself. This misconception has got us all so
Thank you, guys. Give it up for Rico over here holding down the claps. He is going to be your clap conductor for the evening. So if you don't know how to clap, follow his lead. Awesome. So we're gonna do a little groovy tune here, a little reggae jam. Hope you guys are ready to have some crowd participation. I'm gonna be your vocal conductor. Clap conductor, vocal conductor. guy that plays sounds on the guitar. All right. So he's going to help me, too. Actually, they're all going to help me, all right? So we've got very simple words here. I want you all to sing along. It goes a little something like this. So when I say, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Say, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 oh. You guys sound great. This is going to be awesome. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
My name is John Hussman. I play the lead guitar in De-Evolution with Jared. Played in my first band at 12. Got to play with people much older than me, which was kind of fun. Learned a whole lot of what to do and what not to do at a young age.
Are you guys ready? Say yeah, 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 yeah. Say oh, 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 oh. Say yeah, 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 yeah. Say oh, 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 oh. Y'all sound great. Mama.
What I do love about the creative process is we have the freedom to explore these different sounds. Nothing is off limits. The way that Jared writes, we were crossing so many different genres. I really like the fact that I got to take my knowledge in that and apply it to his songs, and there weren't any barriers. There was no, let's not try that. And you definitely get in situations where people tell you not to go there, and Jared has always been open to at least experimenting with it. So, and a lot of those experiments made it on the record.
Teach them how to treat the girls. Make him an honest man. Do the best that you can. Make him an honest man. Do the best that you can. Make him an honest man. Show him how to love his wife.
I want to say that maybe we had 3 rehearsals together before we went to the studio. Then we did the record, and when you're playing with good players, it can come together fast, and that's the way I feel this went. I don't feel like it was rushed, I don't feel like it was sloppy, but it happened fast, and sometimes the good things do.
Teach him how to be a man, teach him how to be a man. Come on, John. Come on, Rico, let's see what you got. Rico Santana on the congas, everybody.
If there's any other musicians watching this, I mean, it's something that I don't know if everybody can do it, but I do feel like there's a breed of live player out there that can listen and blend in with anything, and most of those guys seem to be easy to work with, and that's what we have here. Jared's project is a bunch of really good players, easy to work with, and listen, and things happen fast.
Say, hey, Say, oh, 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 oh. Say, ay, 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 ay. Say, oh, 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 oh. Mama tried to raise a man, did the best that she can. Mama tried to raise a man, she did the best that she can. Mama tried to raise a man. Mama tried to raise a man, she did the best that she can. Mama tried to raise a man. Mama tried to raise a man, she did the best that she can. Mama tried to raise a man. Mama tried to raise a man without a single helping hand. Mama tried to raise a man. Mama tried to raise a man, she did the best that she can. Mama tried to raise a man. Mama tried to raise a man, she did the best that she can. Mama tried to raise a man. Hey! Mama tried to raise a man without a single helping hand. Mama tried to raise a man.
Thank you, guys.
He's a victim of misfortune. He's in and out of jail, completely apathetic. He feels that he's no use, crying in his cell while his cellmate's fast asleep. He bends his knees to pray, and his heart begins to sink. Humbled by his actions, he lets it all come out, begging for forgiveness. He even almost shouts, "My name is Sonny Johnson, and I would like to share with anyone who's listening of how I wound up here." Well, it started in September when I had lost my job. The business that I owned, it failed to grow and style. And I was just discouraged, knowing what to do. So with my tie undone, I drank away the truth. A raging alcoholic I had come to be. And if I didn't stop, my wife was gonna leave. So I had pulled a gun out and I had put it to her head. Said the only way she'd leave me was if she left me dead. But the jury found me guilty and I would serve my time. But as soon as I'd get out, I'd be going in for illegal drug possession and robbery of friends, random acts of violence and disrespect for men. So why should I worry? Why should I cry when someone's got it harder more than you or I? Life can be abrasive and only God knows why. We just need to press on and never give up, 'cause our treasure's not on earth, oh Lord, no, no. Our treasure lies above. Awakened in the morning, he's taken to the court, ashamed of his actions, with his eyes fixed on the floor. He knows it won't be cheap, but there's a price to pay. Yeah, he knows it won't be cheap, but there's a price to pay. The judge is set before him, staring in his face. Son, do you know why you are in this place? And with a little pause, he takes a deep breath. He closes his eyes, and this is what he says. It is my admission of guilt before this court. While presence in my future, I deserve much more. I'm sorry for my actions and all that I have been. I hope that satisfaction is found from you within. So why should I worry? Why should I cry when someone's got it hard? just need to press on and never give up. Cause our treasure's not on earth, oh Lord, no, no. Our treasure lies above. Well, dear old Sonny Johnson, he served 2 years in state, released on good behavior because he found his way, saying grace is my salvation and love induced my faith, and it is through believing that I am here today.
Thanks, y'all. Hope everybody's enjoying their Sunday afternoon. Very nice day it is outside. Give it up for John Husband on guitar over here. I'll switch gears here a little bit lyrically. Here we go.
I am Ryan Woodall. My position in the band is the bassist. It's been my life, all my life. It started before I was born. My last name's Woodall, and Woodall, it's music. That family has been music.
From the smile to the look in your eyes, I could tell that you weren't surprised and that you had no clue. Now I'm standing here just lost in myself.
So as far as where the ideas came from the record, that's one of the things that I fell in love with Jared Cline's style. He just did his thing, and he wanted to see how we reacted to it. You know, he kind of like heard me on a gig, you know, in the pit playing Priscilla, and he was like, I want you to help me with this project I'm working on. And he just let me do my thing, and that's kind of the way he did with everybody. He let them do their thing to his creations, his songs that he had written. I think Jared he's all about the creative process. It's kind of unparalleled to a lot of musicians that I've worked with. He wanted to foster your own creativity. He was more about, here's a sound, here's an idea, here's a concept. How does that make you feel? What does that make you want to play? And whatever I played, as long as I brought it from the heart and I played what I felt, listening to what he was offering, what he presented, he always loved it. And I think that's what's golden about the whole band, is that's what everyone's bringing.
Things that we said mean so much are now just memories of nothing. All those nights we spent where we just wasted time are nightmares when I sleep because of you. They are nightmares when I sleep because of you. They are nightmares when I sleep because of you. They are nightmares when I sleep because of you. They are nightmares when I sleep because of you.
Thank you, guys. That's great.
Here's a letter in a mailbox with no return address. So she opens it right there to see what it says, and she smiles real big, 'cause she never knew. Now he's miles from the river and the life that he knows. He's strumming that guitar and singing at them shows, and one thing he knows, he's gonna make it too. The words in that letter make her heart leap for joy, and when he writes them, it drowns out the noise. But when he gets home, there is only one face he wants to see. So he writes, "Dear Ruby, oh Ruby, you are dear to me." And the letter says this: "See, these roads, they get longer, and the shows, they get dark, but I think of your smile. I am filled up with her. I never told you what I saw in your eyes, how that red curly hair homes me inside. Now I have one question. Will you give me the truth? 'Cause I want to see you. I hope you do too. Oh, Miss Ruby, can I come home to you?" When he steps on that stage, the women go wild. They scream, "Come home to me, boy, and give me your child." But he thinks of that one, and she makes him smile. Behind the pine, she sells Jack and gin, and the men at that bar say, "Come home with them," but she thinks of his letters. She only wants him. The words in those letters make her heart leap for joy, and when he writes them, it drowns out the noise. But when he gets home, there is only one face he wants to see. So he writes, "Dear Ruby, oh Ruby, you are dear opens it right there to see what it says, and her eyes get real big. She can't believe the news. Now he's miles from the river and the life that he knows, surrounded by guitars and pictures from his shows, while his family and friends say their goodbyes. The words in that letter make her heart fall apart, and just what he wrote, it came straight from his heart. He's not coming home, but he still needs her to see. So he writes, dear Ruby, oh Ruby, you are dear to me. See, these roads, they get longer, and the shows, they get dull, but I think of your smile, and I am filled up with love. I never told you what I saw in your eyes, how your red curly hair holds me inside. Now I have to tell you, and it's a sad truth, 'cause I want to see you. I know you do too, oh, Mr. Ruby. I'm not coming home to you. Oh, dear Ruby, I'm not coming home to you. Oh, dear Ruby, he's not coming home to you.
Let everybody get settled first. All right. This next song is called Shit for Brains. I hope you like it. And you can actually find this song online, so.
My name is JJ Street and I play drums. I got into music back when I was in 4th grade, but it was playing trumpet, and I hated it. When I quit the band, I still really missed playing music, and it took about a year for me to get back to it, and I decided I really wanted to play the drums, and so that would have been when I was about 11 or 12 years old, and I've played the drums ever since.
Then holler in your face, and he'll gladly take a beating to the songs when they are played. His mama wanted different, but her man would always say, you won't amount to nothing, 'cause you got shit for brains. I remember all the venues where the bands would play those songs. He'd be right up front just to singing along. A stage dive and a high five, we'd love to watch him dance. The nicest guy you'd meet, but still a kid without no plans. His teachers called him different, boy, and they would always say, you won't amount to nothing, 'cause you got shit for brains. Oh, I wonder about the difference in his life, what would it make if his parents and his teachers changed the words that they say? 'Cause we're all just people looking for our way. We need a hand to hold and a light to guide our way. They say we won't amount to nothing if we've got shit for brains. Guitar!
Playing on this record was a real treat because I've played in a lot of different bands, doing a lot of different styles of music, and Jared covers the whole map. He plays every style. Jared plays a lot of instruments, and in my experience, when you work for an artist who plays a lot of instruments, they have very specific ideas about what they want. So coming into the rehearsals, Jared had created rehearsal tracks for us with him playing and singing. But for me on drums, he had real specific ideas of what he wanted. And that was helpful in some ways, but also really challenging because I wanted to honor what he was looking for and make sure I captured his ideas and played it the way that he wanted it. You're collaborating with someone who created this out of nothing. And so you all have to always try to honor his vision and what he was creating when he wrote the song.
We need a hand to hold and a light to guide our way. They say we won't amount to nothing if we've got shit for brains. I know I won't amount to nothing 'cause I've got shit for brains.
Thanks, y'all. A little high speed for you. I like to call that like punky bluegrass or something. Spunk. Grass punk. We just found a new subgenre of punk. Street punk, gutter punk, crust punk, grass punk.
My name is Federico Emil Santana Toribio. For short, people call me Rico. My position in the band, I'm the percussionist. I play the congas, the bongos, the shakers. Originally, I'm from the Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo. I was born in Santo Domingo and raised in New York City, melting pot, so I guess that's where I learned a lot of rhythms. So I got into music as a young teenager in church. I always liked music. Didn't have the opportunity, but the opportunity presented itself and I started playing the drum set. I wasn't too good at it, but I just hit the basic beat, the shout beat, dun 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 dun. And then from there, other drummers came about, so I incorporated the congas and other percussion, minor percussion as they say. From there, I kept playing in church. Then in Manhattan, New York City, I played for dance classes, Afro dance classes, Afro-Caribbean or just African.
When Daddy says I love you, there's a change in deep inside. When Daddy says I love you, there's a hope that's made alive. Every pain and scar seem to disappear from sight. When Daddy says I love you, he is laying down his life. Born today, a baby boy, he puts a smile on her face. He's the reason that she's still alive, the victim of a rape. She remembers saying no to him, but that boy just wouldn't stop. And while she laid and cried those tears, around her daddy was not. And when she waked, she was on her way to crawl into her bed. She screamed out, "Father, please make this guilt go away from me." He filled her up with peace and joy. He put love into her eyes. 'Cause when he said, "I love you," his only son had died.
So I was invited to a rehearsal with Jared, and from there we rehearsed. They wanted to keep me in the band, and then they asked me, "Would you like to record?" And I was like, "What? I can't believe this is not happening." He allows me to be free on the musical aspect. There was no boundaries. It's like be yourself, what you feel, but it's a voice within me that's coming out. That's what you hear. What I love about Live at Ted's is an acoustic, small place. I love how the sound stays natural, it comes back to you, and it's a lovely sound. I mean, it's the natural sound of the instruments is coming back, and it's just, can't get any better than that.
But when I say I love you, I am laying down my pride. 'Cause when Daddy says I love you, there's a change in deep inside. When Daddy says I love you, there's a hope that's made alive. Every pain and scar seem to disappear from sight. When Daddy says I love you, he is laying down his life. When Daddy says I love you, he is laying down his life.
Thank you, guys. That's a very old song, actually. It was inspired by the relationship my uncle has with his two daughters, my little cousins. Who are actually doing way better in life than I am. But yeah. So we're about to switch gears lyrically. We're gonna go from sappy to self-deprecating. Too hot for radio. At least that's what George told us.
No shit for brains on the radio.
All right, I hope you guys are in for a ride, man. We're gonna ride this train, all right? This song is called Disappear.
My name is Whitney Harrison, and I am a co-owner of Live at Ted's. I primarily deal with the booking and the bar management for the venue. We had been to Live at Ted's before a few times and heard that the Jewell family was planning to sell the place or close the place, and Trent and I started talking about it, and we wanted to see if maybe they'd be interested in selling it to us, and they were. And we just knew it was a really special venue, and we wanted to continue that, legacy that they had already created and built in the Wilmington area. There's not many listening rooms either in general, so it was something that we felt really passionate about saving.
I see that love is alive and life is a dream, but pain makes them real and our hearts really break. I've made my mistakes, I am just one to take from the hope that I feel and the dreams that are near. I just wanna find a way to disappear. I remember when she said to me, my love for you, it is cease and see. I played the fool in your heart, and now it's time to just depart.
So my favorite part about putting on live shows at Ted's is definitely the connection that you see between the audience and the musician. So it's a little bit of a different experience with a listening room because everybody's kind of expected to be respectful and quiet, and it just allows for, you see people out in the audience and they're really touched by a song that was just performed that maybe they'd never heard before. And it's just a really cool experience to have that connection between audience and musician. So I think the most magical part of Jared's show was that he did really connect with the audience. He did want to have a conversation with them. He's such an honest songwriter, which is one of my favorite parts about him. And his styles are so diverse. You can tell that he's really into a lot of different kinds of music, which I am too, so I really appreciate that.
Remind me of who you are and who you'll be. I've made a mistake trying to be someone yet no one that you need. You need. One thing I know, one thing I see,
That love, it's a lie. And life is just a dream.
but pain makes them real, and our hearts really break. I've made my mistakes, I am just one to take from the hope that I fear and the dreams that are near. I just wanna find a way to disappear.
Thanks, y'all. So once again, I'm your vocal conductor. We got another song we're all gonna sing together. Coming to America, great. Part 2 is coming out soon. Let's give it up for Sexual Chocolate. Sorry, my name is Mocha Brown. Thank you very much. So, I just need you guys to know one word, the word shabby. Do you know how to say shabby? Shabby. Shabby. Ain't too shabby. All right, that's all you need to know. You just need to know that one word. You'll figure out the rest. Oh, you're gonna love this. All right. This song is a tune about our beautiful city of Wilmington. And if you live in Wilmington, took the words right out of my mouth. This song is called Saturday Mornings in Wilmington.
My name is Trent Harrison, and I'm a co-owner of Live at Ted's. I run the sound here and general management. I'm also the owner and operator of Hourglass Studios. What I admire most about Jared is his passion and just complete honesty in his songwriting. I mean, he really just kind of puts himself in all of his songs. There's always a personal story there. And if you get to know him, you'll realize, that each one of those songs is coming from somewhere, from some experience that he's had. I just think that it's great that he's not afraid to like dig deep and, you know, talk about some of the topics that are, you know, sometimes a little uncomfortable, but everybody can kind of relate in some degree and wants to hear about it.
Here on Saturdays in someone else's DNA. Oh, Saturday mornings in Wilmington ain't happy. My baby came down to Wilmington last weekend. And I don't wanna tell y'all what she was drinking. 'Cause when she woke up Saturday, she was singing Lemonade. Oh, Saturday mornings in Wilmington ain't happy. Thanks a lot, Beyonce. Saturday mornings in Wilmington ain't happy. Saturday mornings in Wilmington ain't free. If you wake up here on Saturdays, tell those tourists be afraid, 'cause Saturday mornings in Wilmington ain't happy. So check this out. This is a true story. And if you lived in Wilmington any length of time, you probably have a friend just like this. Happens to most of them. Goes a little something like this. A friend of mine got hammered here last Friday. He didn't pay his tab, but he left smiling. And when he woke up Saturday, he had no identity. Oh, Saturday mornings in Wilmington ain't happy.
Working with Jared in the studio was great and is great. We're still working on things together, and that's part of what I really like about Jared and working with him is he's got like a pretty long-term plan for his music. It's nice to see a musician or a band, in Jared's case too, that has like he's got a plan. That's basically the best way to say it. And it's refreshing to see him, you know, being organized, and he's got a good idea of, you know, the next kind of couple years. So yeah, no, I mean, another reason I like working with Jared is he's got great taste in musicians. He's got a great band. He picks the right guys to play with, and that really complement his style. And they're just good guys to hang out with, which is very important.
I said, are you ready? All right, check this out. I love living here in the port city. The beaches and the girls, they sure are pretty. I wake up here on Saturdays and there is nothing I would change, 'cause Saturday mornings in Wilmington ain't shabby. Saturday mornings in Wilmington ain't shabby. Saturday mornings in Wilmington, guess what? They're free. If you wake up here on Saturdays and there is nothing you would change, sing Saturday mornings in Wilmington ain't shabby. That's all y'all gotta sing. Saturday mornings in Wilmington ain't shabby. Come on, y'all. Saturday mornings in Wilmington ain't shabby. Come on. Saturday mornings in Wilmington ain't shabby. Saturday mornings in Wilmington ain't shabby. If somebody next to you isn't singing, punch them. Saturday mornings in Wilmington ain't shabby. Saturday mornings in Wilmington ain't shabby. Saturday mornings in Wilmington ain't shabby. All right, big finish. That's top of your lungs. Sing it. Saturday mornings in Wilmington. Where's the harmony at? Come on, y'all. Ain't shabby. Thank you guys so much. Let's give it up for Rico on the congas right here. Straight out of the Dominican Republic in Mexico. Give it up for Ryan Woodall on the upright bass. The first and last Boy Scout, Mr. JJ Street on the cajon. Holding down the lead guitar, Mr. John Hussman. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for coming out and supporting. That's all we got for you tonight.
Jared Cline.
Feel free to hang out. They're gonna get some video of you guys, so don't be shy of the camera. I'll tell you what, I'll let these guys go and I'll play you one acoustic one, all right? Will that work? You gotta fight. Once again, Delia, wrong band. Jeff already did this. This is the last song that I've completed writing, and it's almost 2 years old now, so that lets you know how busy I am. I've had some long days, filled up with sadness, and we'd come a long way through all the madness and the love that we shared when we both were scared, and a heart that you had was so true. In that old blue house where I once knew you, I'll always love, dear, how much you love him. How he protects you. He's your slice of heaven. And during those days when you'd go away, we'd be best friends too. In that old blue house where I once knew you. In every way, things ain't the same. Honey, I still miss you. I was afraid that you'd get my name and I wouldn't know what to do. Bring back the sunshine, those days on the beach, that worn out old frisbee, he'd lay at my feet. I'll always wonder what could have been, how I just wish that we were still friends in that old blue house where I once knew you. Sunshine and tree leaves That's how I would wake you. Whiskey and mean things would make me just hate you. But throughout those nights, you'd hold me real tight, and I would hold you too. In that old blue house where I once knew you. In that old blue house where I once knew you.
Thank you guys. Good night.